March 2nd. Today was as boring as ever. I had some strange dreams last night. That's been happening a lot lately. It's probably because of what I eat before I go to bed. I've heard that certain foods give you nightmares, but these dreams were some mixture of nightmares and good dreams. I don't sleep much anyway. I keep hearing this noise. I feel like a wimp, but it freaks me out. I'm pretty sure it's just something with the pipes though. March 3rd. Didn't do anything at work. I mean, nothing new. Sarah was a bitch. She left early and I don't know what's up with her. Jesus, I know Mondays suck, but we have to fill out the remaining insurance forms. There's a whole bunch left for tomorrow. It doesn't matter. I'm tired enough as it is. March 4th. Insurance forms. Went to bed early. I must have been sick with something. March 5th. I think I am very sick, especially since I barely got any sleep last night. I keep hearing that damn banging on the wall almost every minute. It's weird. I thought it was the pipes reacting to cold weather, but now I don't know. One time I was so freaked out that I turned on the light and just sat in bed. After that, the sound stopped. I realize this all sounds like I'm afraid of the dark, but it's just so damn weird. Maybe I'm just overly nervous. March 6th. Guess who will be working on Saturday? I feel like I'm the only one left with a work ethic. We don't get paid for slacking. Yes, work has to be done. Fuck, it sounds asshole-ish, but I only sleep 3 hours a night. That knocking I'm writing about? Last night it became particularly persistent. Every time I turned on the light, it would stop, and again I would think it was the pipes or a mouse or something. Then I'd turn off the light and it would start all over again. This time there was no rhythm, just banging and scratching. March 7th. One thing I'm sure of, I won't call anyone, and I won't break down the wall to find out what's inside. I read somewhere that no matter where you go, there's always at least one spider near you. I bet there are hundreds of them in that wall, and I'm not going in there. Either way, it must be a rat. March 8th. Didn't sleep. March 9th. Filled out 2/3 of the forms and Mason asked me out for a drink, but I was so anxious to get home, to get to bed as soon as possible. I certainly couldn't get any sleep because of that damn knocking. It scares the shit out of me. I just sat up all night looking at the clock. I tried turning on the lights to stop it, but it didn't help. March 10th. I was prescribed Zolpidem. The doctor asked why I couldn't sleep, but of course I didn't tell him it was because of the sounds I hear at night. I can be such a pussy sometimes. I hope the sleeping pills help at least. March 11th. I slept a full 8 hours last night. It's a miracle. I had weird dreams again, but I don't want to write them down. I'm glad that usually dreams are not memorized for long. Time passes and they fade away. So be it. March 12th. Well, here we go. Something really weird happened last night. I took my pills and was about to take them when suddenly the knocking started again. I don't remember hearing it last night. I must have just fallen asleep really fast then. This time I heard it, and I felt uneasy. Every time I hear the pounding, my heart races. Usually I just cover my head with the blanket and try not to think about shit, but this time I didn't succeed. It only made the pounding louder. The change in volume was really noticeable. At one point it felt like someone was pounding on the wall from the street. I swear to God, it was scary as hell. I turned on the light and the pounding stopped. I figured the medication had just made me feel worse. Then it started all over again. I got up and went to the kitchen to get some water. When I came back, the knocking had stopped, and I didn't hear it for the rest of the night. What the hell? March 13th. There's that knocking sound again, and it hasn't stopped all night. I took an extra dose of Zolpidem, and it helped me, although I heard the sound even in my sleep. March 14th. My boss let me off work early, so shitty I looked. I guess I'm still sick and he didn't want me to infect anyone. Anyway, I was awake again. Guess why? Because of the banging on the wall. Again. The weird thing is that it started moving around. Usually I only heard these sounds from 2 walls, the one to the right of the bed and the back wall. This time it was different. It was strange because the left wall goes over the basement. When I heard the knocking, I got up, opened the door and listened. The knocking was quite strong. It almost made the whole basement shake. Maybe I was glitching from the sleeping pills, but the fucking sound started moving, and I heard it in the hallway. It was like an invisible man was walking through the house and banging on the walls. Anyway, I followed the sound to the basement door, and when I opened the basement, I know only dumb horror movie characters do that, but I think it was all the sleeping pills. Without them, I would have stayed in bed and kept my head down. The sound stopped. I turned on the light and saw these shadows, which immediately scattered like they were afraid of the light. They were big. They looked like people. I was about to go downstairs, but then I finally acted like a normal person. I turned around and closed the door. I went back to bed and didn't hear any knocks all night. I guess that's a good thing. March 15th. Is my house haunted? I never believed in that shit, but now I guess I do. I didn't go anywhere today because I was busy trying to figure out what was going on in my house. All these sounds and shadows are getting on my nerves. I'm going to end it all because I'm going to go to the basement and see what's going on down there. 12:53. No one will believe me, but my house is possessed. I'm going to write down everything I saw as soon as possible because I need proof that this really happened before I go get an exorcist. I made my way down to the basement, and the shadows once again rushed to escape the light. I only had my cell phone with me and a kitchen knife, which I had brought with me for some reason. I must have taken it just in case there was a person down there instead of a ghost. The lights were on, but the bulb was old and could burn out at any second. Judge for yourself. I peek around the corner by the staircase that leads to the washing machine and I see a shadow. I get closer and hear that damn squeak. It sounds like a rat that's been stepped on and it's squeaking in pain. In that second, I saw something with my side vision. I dropped the knife and rushed toward the stairs. It felt like I was being chased. I ran upstairs and slammed the door behind me. This is all very strange. I need to go down there again. March 16th. 9:40. My phone is ringing incessantly. My boss is going to yell at me for not showing up for work again. But I swear I'm almost rid of those demons or whatever they are in my basement. An hour ago, I went down there again. I heard that squeak again, and I saw that horrible thing. I don't want to write what it looked like. It makes me shudder. I'm getting paranoid, and I can't get paranoid because I need to get down there and clear the basement of these critters before they get a hold of me, or whatever they want to do. 14:15. I've lost 2 hours. I don't know what I did between 12 and an hour, because I went down to the basement at 10, and I was only there for 5 minutes. I didn't feel comfortable there at all this time. I feel like something very evil has taken up residence down there. It scares me. I don't want to go there anymore. 3. I can't sleep. I hear sounds again. I have to check the basement again. 4:48. I saw these things again. I said before that I didn't want to describe them, and there were 2 of them, and they were horrible. I don't want to go back there. They looked like demons, so dirty, with round heads. They had skinny bodies and big black eyes. They opened their mouths and I could see their teeth that looked like they were made of old rotten wood. I saw them around the corner and heard them squeak. They just stood there. Then one came towards me with his arms outstretched. They were so big, and he tried to grab me, probably to steal my soul from me. I ran up the stairs and wanted to call the police, but what would they do? They'll think I'm a junkie, test me, see how many sleeping pills I took, and throw me in jail. It doesn't matter. These things are taking over my house. I know it. March 17th. Last night all I saw were these demons. I didn't sleep at all, but I saw them through my side vision, even though I know they are still in the basement, waiting for me. They're just taunting me and trying to make me believe that I should come down to exorcise them. Hell, I'm not going down there. I'll just draw some symbols on the door. I'll see how it's done and then I'll write about it. 22. I did it. I did it. I did it. I've banished them, but there's still some of their residue in the house. I'll call someone tomorrow to clean out the basement. March 18th. My house is clean, and guess what? I didn't hear anything last night. No knocking, no noise. I don't even feel like someone is waiting for me in the dark. I don't even need sleeping pills. That's great. I told my boss I had family problems and he believed me, even though I'll have something taken out of my paycheck. I don't care. I feel like a new man. Things are going to be so much better now. I can finally enjoy life. These entries are from the diary of Cole McAllister, accused of murdering his 3-year-old son and 5-year-old daughter. He was found to have kept them locked in the basement for a month before killing them.